What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, the Indianapolis Colts have been under, I don't know if it's fire or not at this point, but it's crazy because the Indianapolis Colts franchise and media team is now in the spotlight for something that happened on schedule release day. So, obviously, a lot of different teams across the NFL, their PR teams a put together a video idea on how to release their schedules. A lot of times it's just for fun and a bunch of other things. Well, I'm not going to play the actual video. I don't know how YouTube is going to, respond to it, Cody. I don't know what kind of like actual rules they'll have against it, but I will show the image that got the Indianapolis Colts in a lot of fire. This was part of the reasoning. So the Colts posted this video. It was a Minecraft theme video, and in it, it showed a police officer arresting a dolphin, and it's obviously labeled Hill for Tyreek Hill. Now, for anyone that lives under a bridge and doesn't have any idea why this is such a bad thing, Tyreek Hill was pulled over and I think was arrested for the day because of a traffic infraction that turned to be heated in the moment. And so it was a big thing last year. It started the downfall of Tyreek Hill. And so obviously that's what this is implying to make a joke of. And so when it came to that, the Indianapolis Colts they deleted the video. I can't remember if it was last night or this morning.
It was last night.
I'm pretty sure it was last night.
Yeah.
And then posted a public apology and a private apology to Tyreek Hill. They called his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, to say that they are sorry for the thing that they did. They also were in the wrong when it came to Microsoft. Because Cody, I think Microsoft has the rights to Minecraft stuff. Yeah. I don't know if it was because of the fact that they didn't ask them first. I think
that's what it was. They didn't get permission to use it.
Yeah, so they didn't get permission from Microsoft to actually put this together the way that they did. And so there was a bunch of different things, but nevertheless, a lot of information. But anyway, the Indianapolis Colts deleted the video shortly after releasing it and apologized to both Microsoft and Tyreek Hill for being insensitive on the matter. And Cody, what's funny is Tyreek Hill, because people saved it and downloaded this video before it got deleted. And then people started posting it anyway. And Tyreek Hill saw it. And Tyreek Hill even told his agent and even posted online saying, it really isn't that serious. I thought it was funny. So, yeah. Again, Cody, you're having a situation where the Indianapolis Colts look absolutely ridiculous right now for how they handled this.
And he even said, why'd you delete it? He even said that, like on Twitter. He's like, why did y'all delete this? You should have just kept it up.
I was like, I thought it was funny.
I know, it was just pretty soft behavior, to be honest with you. And, I'm like, okay, if the man himself can laugh at it, like, we're getting ridiculous. Now, I do think Derek probably most of the reason why they did take it down after the fact even was the fact that, okay, like, Microsoft, that's a big deal. I think that's probably why it stayed down. But yeah, just kind of like people viewing that as like an overreaction. Like, come on, guys, like, let's just. And I guess it just kind of goes back for me to like, why did you all do this, knowing there'd be controversy most likely? Because like there was other things that maybe could have been taken the wrong way too. Like I'm not saying like the Tyreek one obviously was the highlight, but there were some other ones you're like,
yeah, I was gonna say like, wasn't Will Levis ran over by a bus or something?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if you're gonna go all in, if you're gonna commit, just commit. And
the crazy part is, Cody, like I get how some opposing fans might like say this is like inappropriate, but every single person that I saw on social media that saw this right away was like, this is the funniest thing ever. Like, this is a gold mine. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
If you don't think it's funny, that's fine. It's okay. I'm not, and because I think it's funny does not make any of us wrong for thinking that it's funny. Again, Tyreek Hill and other people didn't take themselves that seriously to get offended by this, because obviously the Colts were trying to make a joke out of it. And I mean, in retrospect, too, if Tyreek Hill didn't want this to be made fun of, then he shouldn't have been speeding on a highway and getting himself pulled over by the police and, being the way that he is. It is what it is. But I mean, it's wild, Cody. I mean, it's just a weird thing that you're right. I didn't even put two and two together. I was just watching it. That didn't even click in my head right away when I saw this. It didn't even click for me that this was what that was making fun of. I just saw it and was like, oh, that's the Dolphins. I didn't even assume immediately it was Tyreek Hill.
Right. Yeah. No, it's just like, I mean, how many times do you see social media teams being absolutely savage? It's like, it's just part of it, dude. It's social media. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be entertaining, and if for some reason Tyreek Hill wasn't happy about that, you deal with it later, like you don't just take it down immediately. I just didn't like that approach that the Colts went with there. And it's like, that was a funny idea. Like, people genuinely liked it. Like, they liked the idea you had.
And so not to mention, you said a really good point. I'm sorry to cut you off again. You made a great point earlier. Like, how did it go through that many people? Did it go through one person? Like, how many people did this go through to get approved? First of all, to make the video and then get upset at yourselves because you thought 30 minutes after posting it that it might be insensitive. And second of all, posting it without asking Microsoft first, right? Like, how many things could you possibly have gone wrong to assume this? Because, Cody, didn't the Chargers also post one that was Minecraft themed too? So another team did a Minecraft theme release too. I don't remember which. I think it was the Chargers, but I'm not 100% sure. Right. But somebody else did it. They didn't have to take their thing down.
It's just like, how hard is that to just ask them for permission? I'm sure they would have said yes to it. I mean, heck, they did for the or whoever posted. I don't remember it either.
I mean, even if they asked you to potentially take a thing or two down, so what? Like, you can edit the video, but you think first things first is to ask Microsoft if this is okay, first and foremost.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like well thought out at all. And it almost felt like it just didn't go through the proper channels or something. But you're right. Like, I mean, I have to imagine every social media post doesn't just go through one person. It's multiple people who are making sure it's good, And Derek, it's kind of funny. The Colts actually had something. I don't know if you remember this. They had something a couple weeks ago where they posted about Josh Downs. I don't know if you remember that or not. I won't say the exact post.
Yeah, it was like, what was the post again?
It was like Day with Downs or something. That was like the original post. And people took it a certain way, and then the Colts they re-edited it so you could still see the original post. And people are like, we didn't forget that. So it's like the Colts have had this multiple times this year. I don't know what's going on with the social media team, but they got to figure something out, man.
Yeah, that's gonna say, dude, they are. The Colts social media team is like. There's might be some changes coming very shortly.
Do you think somebody got fired for this? Like, seriously?
Like, you're right. Like, if for the Downs one too. Like, I mean, it is. I get maybe if you're doing it for the sake of you don't want people making fun of it, but it's the internet. People are gonna make fun of it regardless. It doesn't matter. Like, you didn't post that with making that post with the assumption of what everyone knows you're thinking. Because when you re-edit it, we knew exactly why you re-edited it and redid the post. Because you know
make it
that
worse.
A certain amount of people were going to potentially take that the wrong way, even though if those people weren't taking it the wrong way, nobody else would have cared. Nobody else.
That's what I'm saying. Like just go with it. Just roll with it, man. Like it makes it like 1,000 times worse when you take it off or you repost it or whatever. And it brings attention to like, oh, we messed up. You can claim ignorance, I think, a little bit there. Like, I think that's fine. Like, we didn't intend it that way. This is how it was supposed to be. I don't know. Again, I understand, like, are there potentially some other issues, some other controversy, backlash, all that crap. But I don't know, dude. Like, you see different social media teams all the time kind of pushing the buttons a little bit and kind of, I don't know the word. You know what I mean? Like, they go a little bit like, can they get away with that? I don't know if they can. But at the end of the day, it's just social media. That's all it is. So, yeah, I don't know. Just not a huge fan of how this was handled. But again, it's just social media. It's not real life. And if this is the biggest, like, controversy the Colts have this offseason, it's a pretty good offseason. So, really, at the grand scheme of things, social media is not real life. It's not that big of a deal. But it just was interesting how that's been, like, everything that Colts fans have been talking about the last, 12 hours or so, 12 to 24 hours. And just kind of crazy how it's kind of gotten to the point where it's at now where like the Colts look worse by deleting it than just keeping it up.
Yeah, and especially since, like, again, the whole video itself was just absolutely hilarious. I mean, it was so well thought out and it was so creative. Like, it's actually insane. And it's sad that, they did that to themselves. You're absolutely right.
Somebody obviously put in a lot of work to that thing. It's just unfortunate that like they had to bring it down within an hour. Like just roll with it, dude. Like portray that person, like that person who ever did that. Like bravo, that was a great job.
Yeah, that was it was a great video. I wish that they wouldn't have done that. I mean, like I said, for the Tyreek one specifically, it would have been a very much different story if it was confirmed that, Tyreek Hill was, abused by the officers and, there was some like very sensitive details surrounding the situation and then they made fun of it. That would have been a completely different story, but that's not what happened. So therefore it's all fun and games. If you don't find it funny, then so what? But whatever. It's funny nonetheless to think that the Indianapolis Colts are in this situation because, again, you had prominent NFL analysts and journalists and insiders posting all day about this. They were saying the Colts took it down. They said the reason why. They said that they issued an apology to both Microsoft and to Tyreek Hill. And then, Schefter even saying that, Drew Rosenhaus said that Tyreek Hill thought it was funny and that that they didn't need to, that the apology wasn't necessary. Like, I mean, again, it just gives you a bad look.
Yeah, it does. It does. But you know what, dude? Like, it's going to die down in a couple weeks. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny in the moment. Like,
I hope that's the most interesting thing that happens this offseason.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I hope it is. But it's like, look, I don't know how you feel about like the new Star Wars movies. I personally think they suck. But there is one line in there, Derek, from, I think it's the middle one, right? Last Jedi. It's like amazing. Everything that you just said was wrong. That's how I feel about how the Colts handled this. It's incredible. Like everything they did in this situation was the wrong step, in my opinion. So it's just kind of amazing. But again, it's social media. You laugh it off. Next couple of weeks, we probably won't even be thinking about it. It'll probably be brought up every now and again. But I mean, the end of the day, man, it's a lot more than social media and all that controversy. But just very fascinating stuff that's happened here.
Okay, so Cody, because Noah Compton posted this, we're going to post it or we're going to share it right here on this video real quick. So yes, it was the Chargers that also did a Minecraft one. So they included the Colts in here. And so the portion of the video included Captain Andrew Luck, quarterback competition in Indy as the Indy 500 race, Anthony Richardson winning the starting job before he ran out of gas and then became the third string. And it includes Pat McAfee's suite, which is empty, by the way.
Wow.
So we're going to share this real quick because I find it funny. I'm not, I think we can be good with this. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Jason, they just sneak Jason Bean in there just because.
I'm gonna see. Just give me a second. Make sure that the sound works, just so that
Yeah, I
way
heard it.
everybody's.
Yeah,
Jason Bean. It just
wow.
shows Anthony Richardson getting up out of the car and just walking away. That's
clever.
savage, bro. That's savage. I can respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So
That's
again,
hilarious.
you can't laugh at yourself like, and Tyreek can. So I respect that from Tyreek for sure.
Absolutely. All
Just
right.
funny. It's like
Well,
when we even have a good idea, we can't do it the right way. That's just kind
absolutely.
of an epitome of like the Colts recently in their
Yeah, very
franchise.
true. Yeah, when the Colts hit a gold mine, they still find ways to screw it up. Anyways,
True.
that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know your thoughts on this whole situation. Thank you so much, and as always, go Colts.